Today's reading is from Psalm 2. Today's text speaks of the Messiah, whom God sends, coming to this earth, and of all nations and tribes opposing and despising him. It also speaks of who the Messiah is and what he will do. It also tells us that we must all gain wisdom and be taught, and kiss the Son. So, what does it say? Today, let's explore this and share grace. Psalm 2 speaks of the Messiah, whom God sends, coming to this earth, and of all nations and tribes opposing and despising him. Psalm 2 verses 1-3 says, "Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth set themselves, the rulers take counsel together, against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bonds asunder, and cast away their cords from us." Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The word why here expresses regret, lamentation, sighing, and regret. Furthermore, the terms nations and peoples are used interchangeably, referring to all the peoples and tribes living on this earth. The word angry here means to be agitated, and it refers to the almost instinctive, gratuitous, and unprovoked anger and opposition that arises whenever the Messiah is mentioned. Furthermore, the phrase "do they plot in vain" here, as seen in Ecclesiastes, expresses the people's captivated thoughts of vanity. Vanity. All their efforts, plans, and schemes will never bear fruit, of no benefit, and they will ridicule and despise the Messiah. In other words, this passage speaks of the future coming of the Messiah to this earth, when all nations and tribes will be possessed by vain and evil thoughts, as if held captive by Satan, and will oppose, ridicule, and despise him. Why is this? Why do they instinctively and without reason oppose, ridicule, and despise the Messiah, Jesus? It's because they, as servants of Satan, instinctively sense that their own destruction is near.
Click on the church name to learn more.